Hello and welcome to Meet Your Nail Tech, a video all about me and what I do and why I do it. Hope you will enjoy. Thank you for watching, guys.
Hello, so welcome to Meet Your Nail Tech. Thought I would do a video on who I am, why I started doing nails, and maybe even show you a little bit of my nail corner, because it is a corner. I work in my kitchen diner. So my name is Sam Rouse. I have worked in many jobs. I'm 47 and about 5 years ago my nail tech knew that I was unhappy. I had to give up a full-time job because of health problems. So I have fibromyalgia. I also have some osteoarthritis, and I currently am looking for a diagnosis of Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune condition of the thyroid. A little bit more difficult to get that one sorted. But anyway, numerous health problems, mainly pain all over my body, insomnia, that sort of thing. So I used to work in a call centre, and when I became ill the first time, it was advised that I go to a part-time job. But we all know how hard it is to get a job when you have health conditions. I don't call them health problems. They're not a problem unless you let them be. So you just adjust. So for me, I got a part-time job in a school. I started doing some sales in a company called Party Light, which meant that I was able to work around my health problems, and I worked from home. It is commission based, so I'm lucky that I have a husband who works. So we weren't able to get any financial help, i.e. disability payments. I'm not that bad, but it did mean I had to be, I had to find something that I could do. So my nail tech, who was a very good friend, suggested that I learnt to do eyebrows. She was getting a lot of people asking for threading, so I did a one-day design and define course doing eyebrows, lash tinting, lashes, etc. I then did a warm wax course, and then some aromatherapy massage, and I just did this from home. And I gave the school job up and just did my Party Light and that. And then 3 years ago, I became very ill. Lost a third of my hair within about 10 days, became clinically depressed and had anxiety, and hit a really bad patch. And I struggled along for nearly a year doing Party Light. I'd had a big team by then and everything, and I lost it all because I wasn't able to be social. So really, I fell back on just doing the brows and stuff. And at this point in time, 2 years ago, I wasn't getting out of bed. I wasn't getting dressed. I was probably doing 7 or 8 clients a week. It was pretty dire, to be fair. So I had gone on holiday, been able to have my nails done. Wasn't at that point very good at leaving the house at all, to be honest. So because I had access to acrylic kits, etc., I thought I'd have a go at doing my own. Watched a couple of YouTube videos, thought, how hard can it be? Had a go. They were awful. It was horrendous. Took them off, had a second go after watching a couple more videos, and they were better. And later that week, I received an email from one of the companies that I trained with previously, offering a advanced nail technician course done from home, to do acrylic, hard gel, gel polish, manicure, pedicure. And I thought, why not? It will give me something to do. I can learn to do my own nails. So I wasn't able at that point to do a classroom-led training. I certainly couldn't afford to do that type of training either, and especially because I was only planning on doing my own. So at this point, I then come across Kirsty Meakin on YouTube. Absolutely love her work, love it, love the 3D. Didn't realise you could do quite so much. through Kirsty Meakin, I then found Liz Guild. And what I loved about Liz Guild is not only is she a key voice for people with anxiety and depression, but she also runs a very nice online group called the Nail Tech Safety Network, which is predominantly for nail techs that have anxiety and depression issues. Through her, I then found out about CJP. So before we get to the CJP thing, when I was training, we had to do a number of clinical evaluations. So basically, you had to do each section. You then had to practice that, and you then had to submit your work by email, photographs, videos, whichever way you prefer. So I advertised very, very cheaply just to get people in to get that done, because I knew I couldn't do it with just the people I knew. And do you know what? It took off. It built from there. Obviously, the biggest downfall to doing a course like that is the fact that you get the basics. They show you how to do the basics. You don't learn everything that way. So I've relied very heavily on practicing a lot on people. I don't have a fake hand or anything like that. And by watching YouTube. So I watch a huge amount of YouTubers now. Basically what happened was I started working. They ran a competition on, I was using Neo at the time. I think I used NSI to start with and hated it. Used Neo because it was nice and cheap. Kirsty Meakin used it. And then switched to CJP probably in about April 2018. And loved it. And they have a very, very good support group as well. So I've literally built my skills by watching YouTube, by being part of those groups, and by taking part in competitions. The turning point for me came last year. I entered a competition on the CJP product group, and over the course of the next 3 or 4 months managed to win in my category. I was bumped from beginner to advanced, and in that last one I won in, I think it was September last year. I'm sure it was September, October last year. That gave me a massive confidence boost. So what I have done on top of that, I have built a very, very good business. I am fully booked most of the time. I don't have space for new clients, anything like that, and it's all word of mouth. I originally did Facebook groups, etc., and ended up with quite some rare characters. So what basically happens is you build your diary up, you get full, you put your prices up, you lose a couple, you get full, you put your prices up. I knew right from the word go that I did not want to do gel polish or gel polish designs. I wanted to do acrylic. So that is where I think I'm doing best at. And last year really gave me a good footing. So we're coming up to 2 years now, 2 years in December that I've been qualified. I'm doing very well. I still have lots to learn. I am not perfect in any measure. The point of these videos originally was to teach my clients the difference between having non-standard salon nails, gel polish and acrylic, because it's confusing for them. They don't get it. So that was the purpose of doing the videos, and I did the first couple, and another friend of mine who's a nail tech said, you know, put them on YouTube, why not? So for me, you know, I've come in quite late in the game. I was 45 when I trained. I know what I want to do. I know the type of stuff I enjoy doing, and for me it's not an option to go to have my salon or anything like that. You know, that was never the option. I don't want to be doing 8 sets a day at £25–30 a set. I want to be doing 2 sets a day at £50 a set, because I like the acrylic design, I like the 3D, I like one stroke, which is the thing that I'm trying at the moment to learn. And what I've done over the last 18 months is I've done individual training and workshops to build my skills. So the first one I did was e-file training. I did mine with Amanda Graves in Essex, and it's critical. If you're going to do acrylic design, it's critical. And for me, because I've got osteoarthritis in my hands, I wouldn't be able to hand file that much anyway. So I did that one first. I've then done a 3D course, a day workshop, which I've thoroughly enjoyed. I've also done a back to basics course recently, because the downside obviously for me is I didn't have someone sitting there saying, you need to do it this way, you need to angle your brush, you need to use this much pressure. You know, I've had to learn that by trial and error, really. So that's what I've done to build my business. A bit of personal information about me next, and then I will show you my little setup, I guess. So bear with me. Okay, so I have 3 children. I had my first child at 16 on my own. He is now a strapping 31-year-old and married. I have a daughter who is 29 in January, and she was from my first marriage. That sadly broke down when she was around 10, 11 maybe. And I then met my current husband in 2000 and... I'm trying to count back now. 2002. At the time, I was 30 and my current husband was 23. So he had no children. So he took on myself and my 2 children as their stepfather. And I've had numerous health problems, one of which was secondary infertility. I've had quite a few problems, miscarriages, that sort of thing. I had an ectopic. But luckily for us, after being told for years that I couldn't have any more children, our youngest, our boy, arrived in 2005. So he's now coming up for 14, so I have a very big age gap. So I work from home. Okay, a salon isn't for me. I like to take my time. I don't want to rush. I like giving my clients that personal touch. They can come here. It takes me, on average, anywhere between 1.5 and 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on what we're doing. And my clients love the fact that they're coming into my home. They get a cup of coffee. We have a chat. You know, if they need to have a break, it's fine. We have a break. If I need to have a break, it's fine. I take one. You know, that works for me. And I pride myself on my prep work, because for me, prep work is the key to nice nails and a healthy, natural nail. I'm not a professional. I don't say to anybody that I'm professional. This is pretty much how I work. I don't wear makeup all the time. I'm not a girly girl. I've never been a girly girl. And in actual fact, 20 years ago, I was a punk. So I've had multiple hair tattoos, you name it. I'm currently sitting in pyjamas. I don't get dressed on a Sunday. It's my day off, so I don't get dressed. So this is how my clients find me. And very often when you have something like fibro, there are days that you will go to bed and you're absolutely fine, and you'll have a really bad night. You'll get up the next morning, you can barely move, you know, or you're slow, or because of my medication, you know, you can be a bit cloudy headed. And my clients know that, you know, and we work around it, and it's fine, it works. So I've come in very late. I'm very passionate about what I do. I never expected to be 2 years on, fully booked, learning the things that I'm learning and doing so well. Yes, I have so much to learn. You know, gel polish has been a real struggle for me, bizarrely. Nail art, I started off with loads of stamps and stuff because I'm not very good at hand painted nail art. However, I don't mind doing one stroke. It's just a little bit harder to learn. 3D, I've won competition. I've won a competition for my 3D. I came second in a competition this year on another group for a set of Alice in Wonderland inspired nails, which you will see on my intro. And I got featured, or no, I didn't get featured. Scratch Magazine reposted my nails on Instagram, which is huge for me, for a woman working in her kitchen diner. So I'm going to swing my camera around and I'm going to show you my setup, and I'm going to show you how I set it up. So bear in mind, I've still got my my stuff on my table from last night, so I haven't put it away yet, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what I'm working with. Okay, so what a mess. The breakfast bar is my work area, and I haven't hinged it yet, so it looks a bit of a mess. I am a shabby chic fan. I love my old wood furniture. This is my kitchen diner, so this is my dining area. I'm not going to show you my kitchen because I'm halfway through hinging it and I've got stuff all over the sides. You know, I'm not a neat freak. I try and keep it as nice as I possibly can. My pictures are wonky because my husband put them back up yesterday. But it has the essentials that I have in here. So the main thing, certificates on the wall. I will say the worst thing I've come across, I've been very, very lucky in that I have not encountered too much nastiness from other nail techs. I've been very lucky, and I'm part of some very, very good groups. I'm just going to move my mirror back. But there are some people that think that if you've done a distance learning course or a one-day course or anything like that, that you're not a proper nail tech. I can tell you, I have worked my arse off. This is my diploma for advanced nail technician. You can see it's accredited, it's insurable. I've got insurance. These were my beauty ones. I've got my e-file, which is accredited. And then I've got my workshop things. So I do have insurance. I do, you know, I'm not working from a kitchen doing damage. So this here is literally the corner I've got for waxing. So my table fits up against the wall, and then when I'm working I pull it out. So little stool. This is going to be hard one-handed, isn't it? So how am I going to do this? Didn't think this through, so bear with me. You'll probably get a close-up of kitchen roll. So I pull my table out and it turns around. I haven't emptied my bin yet either. Like so. My stool goes in. My tray with my extra bits and pieces. It's normally a dumping ground on that. This all goes on here. This is what I'm working with. So I have an IKEA desk, it's a mica, and then I've got all my core acrylics and nail files, nail art, you know, CJP gel paints. I've got the spider gels from glitter stores, tips. You all know I'm a massive Tracy Lou fan, so I tend to use Tracy Lou's tips and files. I have a few CJP ones which are also quite good, so that all stays in there. And then when I'm working, this is my camera mount. That's it. So I'll move it out of the way. And when I work, I'll move that. I usually have a puppy pad down on my desk. This was a tip given to me by Amanda Graves on the e-file course, and it just means that I'm not washing towels constantly. And obviously, because I'm working in my kitchen diner, I can't keep it as clean as I would in a salon. You know, it's impossible. I'm working from home. I've got 2 dogs, you know, it's not going to happen. So I use the puppy pad, and then I use kitchen roll. I've got a folded up towel for an armrest, works better for me. And I just lay in my kitchen roll, and at the end of the service, everything is then in that puppy pad, and I just ball it up and throw it away. So brushes of choice. That's my big boy brush. I haven't used him recently. My brushes of choice are the Tracy Lou, the size 10. I find it perfectly big enough for me. I have my Daylight Light. Got this off Amazon. I like this one, it's quite good. Toothbrush. I don't use a nail brush. Another tip given by Amanda Graves. Buffing block is always from CJP. I use scissors and my cuticle pusher. And then I have everything on the walls. So my e-file clips on there. Got this one off Amazon. No, I didn't. Got this one off eBay for about £40. It's exactly the same as the Cuckoo. Exactly the same. It's very, very good. My limited range of gel polishes. And then acrylic paints, or yeah, acrylic paints and nail art paints, my Tracy Lou glitter shelf, which is going to be added to very soon, and my acrylic colours. So the old pots and some of my Glitter Planet pots are on walls. It's a magnetic wall, so I stuck magnets to them, but the bigger pots are too heavy, doesn't work, so we're going to be rethinking that. And then I literally just, all the bits and pieces that I need to show you these. Look, this is my one stroke practice at the minute. That's the thing that I'm trying to crack. I have everything swatched so that it's easy for my clients to find what they need. I have one lamp on my table and the other lamp is on my dresser because I haven't got a big enough space. That is it. This is what I'm working with. You know, it's not ideal, but it works for me. And then obviously I've got my table, and then I've got my work area. This is where I work from. So as you can see, it's not a very professional setup, but it works for me. It works for my clients. We are endeavouring to get our house on the market in the next couple of months or so, to buy a bigger house so that I can have a cabin in the back garden. My goals for the next year are to crack one stroke, because I think that's an area that I can get clients in on. I want to carry on doing YouTube if this takes off. It's very early days, you know, we'll see what happens with it, because a salon isn't an option for me. I couldn't work full time, although I do work full time, I say that. I'll give you an idea. I've got, I'm fully booked this next week. I've probably got about 40 hours of work. So for me, that's quite a lot. It's really a case of just continuing to improve, continuing to boost my skills, and just getting that work done. The benefit to doing YouTube is that at the point that I'm at now, I'm still very new and I'm still learning, and I wanted other techs who are coming in to see that, you know, we're not all perfect, none of us are, but you build it. It takes time. And the worst thing is, because I did it, I came in, I qualified and thought that would be it. I didn't realise how much work was going to have to go in, and I work hard. So if you are new and you're watching my YouTube because you want to get hints and tips, I'm not going to say that anything I do is correct. It works for me, okay? And I'm sharing that, and it's more, you all have to find your own way of doing things. So things that suit me may not suit you. The way that I describe things may not be good enough for you to understand. So check out all of those other people. So my recommendations for YouTube are Young Nails. They have some amazing tutorials on there. Kirsty Meakin, if you love 3D, if you love her easy style, because she's such a funny person, please watch her. Liz Guild, absolutely key. And for me, one of my biggest influences, because as someone with anxiety and depression, I can tell you that it never really goes away. It's always there. It's a constant battle. So to have somebody who advocates being honest about that is quite important to me. So you will see that in my videos. That's, you know, something I found helpful for me. Tracy Lou, glitters, nail files, tips. She's amazing. She's really down to earth, and she's never ever shy of giving praise where it's due, and she does it for me all the time, and I absolutely love that because she doesn't need to. So Tracy Lou's another one. Kylie Werry is amazing. If you love acrylic design, she's really good. Oh god, there's so many. Who else am I watching currently? The best way for me to tell you would be to show you my subscribe list. Susie Moskell, Nail Career Education, is obviously another one. Who else am I watching? So Tracy Lou, Sarah Burchett, I love watching her videos. She's very good. Beautiful Nails by Jess. She's very good. I love watching her videos. Nayo Nails, Liz Guild, Young Nails. Who's this? Kylie Werry. Charlotte's Nails, Charlotte Pilgrim. She's very good. Kerry Wright. I love her work. Love, love, love. Kerry Rees, another one. She's very good. Gemma Lambert. I don't watch her as much. She tends to do more gel polish than I do, but every now and again. Lorraine Those Nails, London. Love her. She's lovely, and I've spoken to her a few times through the various groups and stuff, and she also has issues with anxiety and depression, so sometimes it's nice to have someone to boo you up. Kirsty Meakin, obviously. Nails by Annabelle, she does some amazing work. Robin Moses for nail art, someone I've just started watching recently. She does some fab nail art. Let's have a look. Susie Moskell. Jodie's Nail Lounge. There's loads. Instagram. Becky Wicks. Nails by Ashley Finn. Because there's so many. There's so many. But this is 2 years worth. So they are my recommendations. Where would I like to go from here? This is it. Just keep building. I'm enjoying doing the YouTube more than I thought. I may come across as quite confident, that sort of thing, but I'm not. You know, I do have anxiety. I do have bad days. Last week for me, I had 2 or 3 days where I was really doubting myself. You know, I've done a couple of sets of nails. I had a really good run, and then I've had a few sets where I've done such basic mistakes. That's what happens. You can do 30 good sets of nails and then bang, you do a couple and you just, do you know what? Take it as a learning experience. It is what it is, you know. The worst thing would be if you make a mistake and you don't learn from it. So see those not as bad points, but as points of education. You know, don't do it next time. Work better on it. So for me, I'm having this couple of days break. Next week I'm very busy. I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can, but I'm going to pull my finger out and concentrate on doing them to the best of my ability. Another big thing for me in the next few days is these. They are beautiful but very battered, grown out. I've never had nails on this long. So I'm going to be either infilling, reshaping or redoing. Haven't decided yet. But I wanted you to meet me. I wanted you to see that I'm not in a salon. I'm not, you know, I'm not doing 6-7 sets a day. I do still do the waxing and stuff as well. So I have those clients as well. But I'm very much working to the best of my ability in the way that suits me. Will I give you bad advice sometimes? Probably. You know, I know there's a big thing about not using a file on more than one person. I do. I spray them with sanitizer. I would never reuse a file if I cut a client. It's binned immediately. I would never reuse a file if someone had a greenie or an infection or anything like that. But very often, you know, I don't. In 2 years, I've never had a problem. So I do. I'm not in a salon. So it is a home-based business. So I don't feel that that's an issue for me. I do sanitize my drill bits, etc. regularly, and they are kept in, my drill bits especially, are kept in barbicide throughout the day, and it's then changed every day, they're washed every day, that sort of thing. So metal tools are always sanitized, etc. But you know, I probably do things that other nail techs wouldn't do, and I am what I am. You know, I've never had a problem. So the purpose of this video was just so that you can see who I am. I haven't trained with a big company. You know, I'm very much learning as I go. But if watching me make those mistakes will help you, then I'm happy to keep doing them. And I wanted to give something back, because all of those people that I watch, and especially those that have highlighted anxiety, depression in this industry, have helped me so much. I can tell you that 2 years on, my depression is pretty much gone. You know, I'm not depressed anymore. There are days when you can feel it. You know, if you get a bad day, we all do. You sometimes feel it. The anxiety is much better. And nails, that's what nails has done for me. It's helped me. So I'm not young enough to be able to look at getting a salon, and I wouldn't be able to work that hard anyway. I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the way I do it. So that's me. Why the Glimmer Witch? I am massively into crystals, tarot cards, that sort of thing. I needed something to make me stand out, because if I was 20 and doing this, I have years to build up a clientele, to find my thing, etc. Coming in at 45, I haven't. I'd quite like to retire at 60, so I haven't got long at all. So I needed a name that would make me stand out. I needed a name that was easy to remember, catchy, and that suited me. What I actually did was chose 3 and asked my clients to vote on it. They voted for the Glimmer Witch, and I'm so glad, because it suits me. Because I do feel sometimes that, you know, when you get that client sitting across from you who's always had gel polish, and they go, oh, I love that glitter set you've done. The first time they see the top coat on a glitter nail, it's like you've done magic. It literally is. The whole face lights up. So that is me. Thank you for watching. Can I guarantee that I won't ever swear on camera? No. Swear like a trooper. Will I guarantee that I won't say the word so a lot? No. Didn't even realise I did it till I started watching myself back. Am I happy to help? Absolutely. I'm a big believer in supporting each other, building each other. One of my greatest idols is a lovely nail tech in my area called Rachel Watson. I've done workshops with her. She's probably the closest thing in Peterborough to doing the sort of thing that I like doing, and she's so supportive. I've done the courses, you know, I've paid her. She could just leave it at that, and she doesn't. She messages me and says, that set was bloody good, Sam. Look at that cuticle. You know, she's amazing. I want to be like that. So, and just an instance, yesterday, I had a client who has done a gel polish course previously, come to me yesterday, have her acrylics removed, and I said to her, you know, you'd be crazy not to do this, because she loves the nails, she loves the same people I do, she gets so excited, and she said, I'm thinking about it. I wasn't gutted about that. There's plenty of work for everyone. We all have different styles and different methods. I will get people come to me that will not like me, and they'll go somewhere else, and that's fine. I also have people that go to other people and they come to me, and clients can be that way. They'll be, you know, well, they did this. I don't slate other nail techs ever. I don't need to. We all work differently, and we all have something different to give to our clients. So I don't engage in that. I have no time for bitchiness and ridiculousness. Why bother? I always say that if someone is horrible about you or your work, that says more about them than it does you. And at the end of the day, if someone is that concerned about what you're doing, it's because they feel threatened, not because they're a horrible person, but it just means that they have their own issues with the way that they do stuff, and they worry for no reason, really. You know, that there's plenty of work out there. God knows I know that. I'm turning people away now. So, you know, there's no reason not to support each other, because it's hard. It's a really hard skill to learn, and I am nowhere near where I want to be. But I do know that I have people that are following me on Instagram, that are now watching on YouTube, who go, I want to be where you are. That was me 2 years ago. So, no, I'm not the best nail tech in the world, but I have clients that are happy. I have clients coming back. I have clients that go 3-4 weeks with no problems. I also have clients that can only do 2. They're all different, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. I'm managing to work around my health issues, and I'm enjoying it. That's the main thing. So thank you so much for watching. If you are a subscriber, thank you so, it means the world to me. And your likes on the videos mean everything. And just know that, yes, I might be editing my videos in my pyjamas, having a fag and a coffee. That's me. That's just the way I am. There's no airs and graces on me. My eyebrows are awful. I've got white ones. They need waxing. I haven't had my lashes done for a while. I don't wear makeup anyway. I haven't got time for that. This is me. You know, I am just what I am, and I am more than happy to answer any questions. Please do put your questions on the posts on YouTube, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. I will answer them. Might take me a day if I'm busy, but I will answer them. And I wish you all the very best in your nail journey. And I look forward to sharing my mistakes and my passion and my successes with you all. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Bye-bye.